Hi, how are you? It's Burgess Taylor. And today we're going to talk about what I'm using for December and how I'm going to be using it. I need to print a few things off still. I'm trying to work on my NaNoWriMo novel, and if I don't get on the ball, I'm not going to win. I have been doing stuff, but I haven't been logging it, so I've got to count all my words because some of it's been in blog posts and some of it's been in journals. This creative book. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about what I'm using for December. And along with that comes, see, y'all patrons, y'all know this is me. This is what happens. I get distracted by, okay, my hands are dry. I should have done all this before I ever started this video. But you know, this is how it goes. So, okay, let's just start over. I don't know. I could jump cut, I guess. My hair even, it's so, y'all. Anyway, okay. First, I wanted to talk to you about what I'm using for December. I've changed things up a little bit. I've gone back to a traveler's notebook for a little while because I need to put some things together, and I think it might work well, and we'll see if I keep it in January. If not, then some things will be in this and other things will be back in the folio. So I have a different folio to use for January. And that's because I got a new notebook from Bree from Documented Journey, and I got the berry cover. Now I'm dying to use the berry cover for December. I really want to use the berry cover, but I'm not ready to use the notebook yet because my notebook is not finished. I have one signature left in here. And that's it. And hopefully that signature will last throughout December. And if it doesn't, then I'll be able to go to the new notebook because I am. Hashtag just finish the damn book. Finish the damn book. Notebook, book you're reading, whatever. Finish the damn book. And then I have my junk journal that I created that I'm not putting in anything. I've debated over it. And even though the glitter gets everywhere, that's one of the pros and the cons. The con is that the glitter gets everywhere. The pro is that because the glitter gets everywhere, I don't want to put it in one of my folios or traveler's notebooks because I don't want glitter to get all over it. Although glitter, I'm just not. I like glitter on some things, not on other things. So I'm going to, in a minute, turn the camera around so I can show you my setup. I can show you my December setup. We're going to do a flip through of everything. I don't really need to do a flip through of this yet. I'm not finished with it, and it's still going to be going in December. But, you know, I'm going to show you a little bit because this is the last page that I did. Sorry for the glare for the... but I got one of those things for my phone. My daughter's had one on hers for a long while, and I got one, and I was like, oh my god, now I can prop it, and I can watch it and listen to videos while I'm doing dishes, y'all. I have to cut the volume way up or put in my earbuds, but it's made such a huge difference. Oh my gosh. So I feel like I'm multitasking in the best way. Not the bad way, but in the best way. Okay, so before I move on to the journals, I wanted to talk a bit about Vlogmas because I'm going to participate in Vlogmas. I'm going to be doing mostly lives, little brief lives, so they won't be super long. They may end up being longer than I think. They always do. All of my lives end up going longer than I intend upon, but I have so much fun chatting with y'all, and it's so interactive. And let me cut this light off. And it's so interactive when I participate with y'all that I have so much fun. I like being able to talk with you when I'm doing the video, when the videos, you know. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot more live videos on YouTube in the future. And I'll tell you why. I've increased some tiers on my Patreon page to accommodate for this, to accommodate for the fact that I didn't really have very much in the affordable arena. I now have a $1 tier, and you get exclusive Patreon content. You get posts with pictures. I'm trying to do more of those posts with pictures. I'm also working on doing, I have a $5 tier now. I have a $1 tier, the $3 tier. The $3 tier are the coffee chats. You get 2 to 3 coffee chats a month and 1 to 2 posts with pictures a month of what's going on behind the scenes. So kind of like a blog post. And then I have the $5 tier, so you get all of the $1 and $3 tier stuff, plus you get a studio vlog. You get other stuff. Like, I'm trying to include little snippets. I'm going to try to include like little short videos. I know that they have that, like the story kind of thing in Patreon. But if you only watch Patreon from your computer, you never get to see those. And if I do them, the short little snippet videos in the actual Patreon and their posts, so to speak, then everybody gets to see them, not just people on their mobiles or on the tablets. And there are some of us who still prefer to watch videos on our computers, on a laptop or on a desktop. I prefer to watch videos on the TV, but I can't, and I use my phone to hit the like button and to do comments. Because the TV is so much bigger and because I can do other things. Sometimes I watch videos on the desktop, that this is my main everything. And what happens is I usually am doing journaling. I'm doing my own journaling while I am listening to video or kind of watching, and it's not the best focus, because then my focus is not on really what I'm doing, but it's nice to journal with people. I am a patron of a few people, and I enjoy doing that. I enjoy journaling along, and that, it's in my peripheral vision, so if something catches my eye, I can stop and look up. But I get to listen, or I get to communicate with, talk back and forth, especially if they're live. If they're not live, then I get to leave a comment. But so I have the $1, $3, $5. I also have the $7 tier. The $7 tier starts with being the workhorse. I include plan with me's and flip throughs and some vlog stuff, because you get the studio vlog, but I also do other videos, like creative kind of videos, all kinds of different things. And then there's the $9 tier now, which is a new one, and it is more of the personal development, which the $7 tier gets part of too, but I'm also including my spiritual journal and my spiritual journey in that tier. Now, I was doing some of that in the $7 tier, and I will still continue to do a shorter version for the $7 tier. And a lot of people were like, well, won't this make more work for you? And I don't think so. I think things are more streamlined now, so I know more of what goes where. And because I've lowered amounts, you actually get a little bit more content, more specific content. And then I also have the $15 tier, which is everything. You get journal with me's, watercolor. I do more personal videos. I do all kinds of things, updates on things that are going on in my creative world, in my life. Like, for example, when I was doing the cleaning my studio, when I was doing the setting my studio up, when I created this, I did like quite a few different versions of this video. The one where I made it, and I cussed, and I fussed, and I was frustrated, and you could tell, but it was 5 hours of footage that I had to condense down to less than an hour. So I had to time lapse things, but I made sure not to time lapse when I started really, you get the chipmunk voice a few times, because I just couldn't condense it enough to let every single bit of it go. But you get enough of the feel for it. But I put in there, I think it was the $7 tier and above got this, how I made this. And then they also got their own version of where I did the show and tell. So, I have my my spiritual journey and journaling in the $9 tier, and they get everything in the lower tiers as well. And then, like I said, the $15 tier is pretty much everything. I do watercoloring and projects, watercoloring, like personal projects. I am doing a number of things. I'm also doing PDFs. I'm working on December's PDF now. I did some PDFs, some stuff for November and got it up. But mostly, I'm not really, that's going to all patrons, $3 and up, because I am still learning. So I sometimes use references like on Pinterest and references from clip art to learn how to draw the shapes of things. So until I'm doing it completely on my own from my, like, some of it is stuff that I've drawn from my own stuff. Like, I'll look at my notebook, or I'll look at my pens, or I'll look at a leaf, you know, but not every single bit of it's something that I feel like if I'm using a reference and it's not my own reference, a photo I took, or something that is part of Creative Commons, then I don't feel like I should be like, it should go in the high tier, because I'm still practicing and learning. But hopefully for Christmas I will be getting an iPad, and then I will be doing digital art, and I'm hoping that between now and the summer I can open an Etsy shop and sell printables. I'm not going to be printing them and mailing them. I'm going to be selling printables. I've got to figure out how to do that. Got to get better at all this stuff. But I will, at the least, even if I don't get the Etsy shop open, I will be having better PDF stuff for patrons. So I'll be changing things. Like, every tier, $3 and up, will get at least a PDF. The higher the tier you go, the more PDFs you'll get. I'm probably going to do a special when I change things and let the $1, and the $1 tier will also get a PDF. They may just get a hello, like whatever I do for the month of the new month, where it says hello December or hello January. When I start really going with this, if I can get things done the way that I want to, then every tier will get one. But I'll run a special. I'll let everybody know. So now that I've mumbled and hashtag promote myself, Patreon, you know, because I'm not good at that. I don't like it. It makes me feel like I need to go take a shower every time I do that self-promoting thing. But only I have the power to transform my life. That's my affirmation. I've decided to keep it for the month of December. I have the power to transform my life. And if I don't transform my thinking around feeling like a used car salesman when I promote myself, am I worthy of promoting myself? Yes. I work hard. I put in a lot of hours. I probably work, depending on the week and how I'm feeling, 40 to 60 hours between YouTube and Patreon. On the weeks that YouTube gets a lot of it, on the weeks that YouTube gets the videos, 60 hours. So, yeah. And I've got to cut back, which is why I'm going to start doing more lives. But now I'm just getting rambly, but I wanted to let y'all know, give you an update. I don't do the newsletter anymore. I do have public posts on Patreon sometimes. Like, if I put something on YouTube, I try to put it on Patreon as public. I might start putting, when I put things up on Patreon, in the community tab on YouTube, so that people know, hey, I've done something. And that way, if you're interested and you really want to see it, you can join my Patreon page. We'll see. I'm thinking about that. If there's a way that I could do that. I know with the holidays and everything, December's going to be a busy, busy month. And I'm excited because I like being busy, but I love being productive. Being busy helps me with my anxiety and my depression, but being busy, I tend to focus more and better with the ADHD when I'm busy. So, but I need to be productive, not just busy. Now I'm rambling. I'm going to turn the camera around because you've heard enough, and I'm going to edit out a lot of this for YouTube, and Patreon's just going to get it. And this is the benefit of being one of my patrons. Yeah. All right. I had to kind of go up close because you're not going to want to really see so far away. People are going to want to see what it is about. So this is, like I said, I have one signature left. Well, after I do yesterday and today's pages, one signature left. This was Tuesdays. I'm not doing it every day. I've stopped. Like, this was the 22nd. This was the 20th. you know, I'm doing whenever I feel motivated and inspired to. Like some days I'll do it for like 2 or 3 or 4 days in a row, and then other days I'll skip a few days on in between. But that's where I got the thing. And then it was also a dark moon on the 26th, so I put that sticker there to remind me. And I put here, this was an old Courtney thing. I miss her. I'm hoping that in January I can become a patron again. And then yeah, so sometimes I draw, sometimes I don't. So I haven't really made any changes to this. I think the ball falling off so that I could tie this worked pretty well. I've got the balls, the little jingle bells, and when I finish this, I'm gonna put it on there. I don't know where yet, but yeah, we'll see. I think that was cute. I need to get a hook and redo that so it's just a little thing so that the snowman will stay on there. I think that was perfect using that earring for a little charm. I just got to figure out a better way to keep it in there. Okay, so some of you recognize this. This is my Janelli fish in a B6 size, and I have the little coffee cup with the pins and stuff in it. And the reason I switched is you'll see. So a long time ago, a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago, maybe sometime the beginning of this year or the end of last year. Anyway, it's been a good while now. One of the inkies in Courtney Diaz Little Raymond Ink's Patreon made some of these, and some of us were lucky enough to get one. I got one, and I put mine in here, and it houses a few stickers and bits of ephemera and stuff in it. So this is the lined insert from Rock Your Notebook. And what I've done, I've decorated the cover. And it has become my, like, where I write down the pre-planning part. I wrote it down. There are phases of the creative process, the prep and gathering. So this is kind of the prep and gathering book. Then you have the plan and the groundwork. It also includes some of that. But and then you have the concentration, captivation, and insight, which would be either the bullet journal would be where like if I get the idea and I jot it down, then once I have the idea, then I go to here. Once I get the idea kind of formulated into my head, then I put it where it really needs to go. So it either needs to go as a spread in the bullet journal, or it needs to go in that big 2020 desk planner that I have for YouTube and Patreon, or it needs to go in my art journal, or it needs to go, you know, somewhere in a completely different notebook. That's what I have here, and I've been doing my review and reflection for November. I am setting up some stuff for December for Patreon and for YouTube, and then I'm trying to work out the part 2 for the creative planning and journaling blog post and what I'm doing. And then this is my bullet journal. Let's go back here. This is my bullet journal. Some of the pages came out of this notebook, which is not good. So this is my bullet journal. This is a Taroko design Breeze cut down to B6 size. And so I have November, and then we have December, and this is today's page. So I'm trying to get this done because I need to go to the store, and I have quite a few other things. So then here's where December's setup is. And I made my doctor's appointment. I need to make my dentist appointment as well. I really like how those look. I need to, next time, I think I might make each one different though. My habit tracker and my pain, mood, sleep, anxiety tracker. Some of you will recognize who that is. Let me know in the comments if you know who that is. This is the first week. Right now I'm on, it's Friday, and it's the last week of November. And I have my to-dos, which you see a little tooth, so I need to call this coming week and set up a dentist appointment. This is where I'm going to be putting my card of the day. And this is the 2020 ideas and thoughts. So I've been trying to wrap my head around some of that. And then we get to the insert that I made from the leftover paper, the leftover Tomaway River paper from the Rock Your Notebook insert, as well as some I had. So I combined it. So I just used a piece of red cardstock, but I knew I needed to make it a little bit thicker, but I knew I needed to wait until after because my sewing skills, I don't have my sewing machine out yet. So I needed to do it by hand, and I knew it was going to have quite a bit of paper in it. So I decided I put a card here, which makes this sturdier. And then in the back, I have an envelope. And in the envelope, here's the envelope. We can't, okay, let me, some of these are too big to fit in here, and I need to put them in the thing. Anyway, so here's an envelope, and I have little bits of pieces in the envelope. And then this is a card, and I have put abbreviations for the symbols, like the symbol things. This is my birth chart, and I've washi taped it in so that when I pull it out and I'm looking at it, it's right here. And what I've done is, this is my creative spiritual journal. I have some quotes. I decorated the inside page. I'm going to put a picture of me here and talk about what my thoughts are, and then at the end of the year I will put another picture of me. Hopefully, if the book lasts that long, however long the book lasts, I'll do a picture. So what I've done, and like I have some quotes, lots of quotes you'll find in here. And then I have December's page set up. And I have done, like when I created this stuff, I have a video that I'm in the process of editing for Patreon right now where I created this. Most of it I got on film. So I have the moon phases and the astrology stuff, the stuff that's important for me, because I'm trying to learn what's going on in the world and the universe around me, as well as us, right? Around in the world and the universe around me. So this is where I started talking about I have the power to transform my life, and what that means, what I need to figure out to, you know, what do I want to transfer? How do I want to transform it? What do I want to transform? How do I want to transform it? What is going well? Like this, I created, y'all, 6 months ago, a year ago, I wouldn't have even thought about making this kind of junk journal. I tried one in a little A6 size last year for the Halloween Chronicle things, and it turned out kind of cute because I actually had quite a bit of Halloween stuff, but I had it all different sizes, and I used it one day. Now this I'm actually going to use, and I created the whole thing. So I was really excited. Like, what is my ideal life? What do I want for myself? What do I picture my life like next year? You know, a better routine, a schedule. What would my day be? You know, what do I want to start out with once I go to work? Once I start doing, once I get past the morning routine, you know, if doing a live video, then maybe take a break, get things together for, you know, before I start the live video so that I'm prepared. And then like writing down evening time is for me, for the journaling, art, reading, etc. without filming. That would be on the night, you know, either because live video would still be work. So I don't plan on doing a live video every single night. I'm going to change things up and maybe do some live videos during the day. Then we have my cards where I pulled them, and then I need to do my personal journaling right here, and I took a picture of things because I did a thing for December, and then I did a thing for the week, the first week. These are from the Universe Has My Back. They're called, it's 52 cards. They're called inspiration cards. I think of them as a cross between inspiration and affirmation. So, this was this right here, and I did my own version. And this is very therapeutic, very meditative. Doing this feels really good. So this is December's card, and then this is the week of the first week of December. Energy flows where my intention goes. And so I just wanted to kind of show you what I've got going on, and then that's it. There isn't really anything else. But yes, when my pens don't want to, and this is me researching. Actually, I'm not getting that. It's probably going to be this, and it's probably going to be the air, because I can get more for, and I don't want to get a used iPad. I really don't want to get anything used or refurbished. I hope that you've enjoyed this. And for those who have not seen the video yet, I still have a few things I want to do. I need to go to Michael's, and I want to see if I can find a few of the vellum, maybe. And I need to print take some pictures of my grandkids and put them here. Beginning of December, get my daughter to take some so I can then print them. I'm excited. I haven't figured out what else I'm going to do with this page, because I put that sticker on there crooked. I really don't care. Or I cut the paper crooked. Or I put this piece on there crooked. Something is crooked. But I don't care. So here's my calendar. I'm ready to rock and roll, y'all. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Those need to go somewhere. Yeah, I'm excited about using this. Alright. I'm just having fun. I love this thing. I will see y'all again soon. Thanks for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Let me know what you're using for December. Are you changing things up at all? And what are you doing? And I will see y'all again soon with another video. Thanks, y'all. Bye.